and like make it.
Or like I need to know like what it's like.
I'm so happy. Yeah, you should keep writing for sure. Yeah. Yours is so unique and stuff. Who's your family? Nice to meet you. Happy She's just such a great writer. So yeah. Not really, actually. Hi. Yes. Nice to meet you. Yes. Well, thanks for coming. Let me know if you need anything. Yeah. And then Dora, or something. Hi. Sorry. I was singing your last name in my head, and then I said, and then yeah. So hi. Nice to meet you. And you're Dora. Yeah. Joyce. Doris, because there's a Dora here. Sorry. I'm a little. So yeah. So here's who's first. So yeah. You saw. Okay. Are you nervous? Yes. Look, it's so great. So thank you for coming. I'm just making sure I meet everybody, all the writers. I'm at Attention. Hi, nice to meet you in person. I put your script after like a Saturday. Yeah. I think like yeah, nice to meet you.
Too short. My charge is too short. Unless they have the better.
I know you really.
Get ready for 10 calls.
Like, that's not might be big enough. Probably.
That's not necessarily it, but like I feel that, you know what I mean? And I know that's
Oh, that's a short one. Do you have a bigger one? I have a big extension for you. Yep. How's the video coming?
That would be actually we should get started.
I haven't been trying.
Yeah. Okay, like in and out, right? Yeah.
Okay. As long as you bring it started. Sergio, do you want to do the slides with it? Just a few slides here. How much?
Just by the table. And then
I think it's
now
okay.
when the camera
Should we bring it up more?
Yeah, if you just bring it up a tad, it would.
Like, can we bring it up like
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Yes.
Or it goes down though.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, right there. Just leave it there.
someone's sitting there.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah. Can we have them sit somewhere else?
Ay, ay.
Oh, no, it's just here.
Oh, your coffee pizza. Oh, make yourself warm. Yeah, and was there like wait, excuse me? Yeah. So sorry, Claudia. You we're trying to record.
Take a seat. I think you should be good. Like sit back, sit back. Yeah, you're good, you're good. Thank you. Perfect. Technology.
Why do you have the notes there? Wait, let me just do
Everybody saw that there's a Wi-Fi in the washroom codes, right? Everyone saw that. There's just up here. So if you need to use the restroom, just try to wait between the scripts. But the codes are right here. And then there's also the bathrooms are down there to the right and left. Okay.
Thank you.
Just making sure. And you can keep talking. Sorry.
Let's
Get started.
get started.
Yeah. I know. I tried to turn the AC down.
Yeah, I need to call them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's at 70 apartment, which is pretty. Alright, we're gonna stand.
We can stand here and just you guys jump.
Are we good? Are we waiting for anyone else?
Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah, I'll know you. Oh, but after. Yeah, after and then get that. I'll start some slides very fast and then we get started. Oh,
Okay.
yes, I think so.
Yeah, and then we have that.
Okay. Great. Maybe I'll stand over here.
Yeah.
Maybe. Take the center seat.
Take it center.
No, it's okay. Or am I? Maybe I'll sit here. There you go.
You're not in the shot though.
But we're gonna sit down after. Okay. So hi everybody. We're gonna get started. We're gonna figure out the AC in here, but this fan will be on for now. And there's an air purifier in here too, and we'll keep the door open for anyone any COVID concerns too. Alright. So
Alright, we're starting, so... Oh, music. Awesome. It's a Mac, so I'm not too sure, Sergio. You got it, Sergio?
No, okay, 1 second. Right.
go. Now we can get started.
Take 2.
Where do we?
It's the Adobe one, the red one, at the very bottom right hand side,
Keep going, keep going.
One more?
That one. No, there, yeah.
near the calculator.
Oh, you have to drag it onto the, yeah.
Ah, there you
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, so this is all you. And then,
Oh,
there we go.
you get there, Sergio?
I think so.
All right, we'll just go back to the very first slide.
Bro.
What's up?
We
We just did beautiful.
Can you make some shit?
Oh, wait, are you recording?
I was
Yeah.
recording.
Oh, okay.
I'll just do full screen mode. Alright.
Okay, okay.
Can you rotate this up?
Yes. Okay, everybody, welcome to the table read for Right to Discover. This is Frank. I'll let him in.
Hi everyone, it's nice to meet you all. This is our first event since in-person event since COVID. So thank you for coming today. Hope you had a good lunch and coffee. There's water. We'll buy some fresh fruits later for our bio breaks. We'll have 2 bio breaks in a bit. And yeah, and that's me. This is Janet Rose.
I've met a lot of you in person now and taught a lot of you, so I'm super excited. Your scripts are great. And these are some great actors, professional. You might recognize them from TV. My friends who've come to read your scripts out loud. So yeah.
All right, and then we'll have a slide for them in a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna
And then, so just if you want to go next slide, Sergio. So just wanted to thank you, our sponsors for today, so Artreach and Toronto Art Council, for making this event happen.
Oh, okay, and before we get actually started, we just want to recognize that we are on stolen land, and I'm here as a settler. We are in the Mississaugas of the Credit, the District 1 Spoon Territory, and the Haudenosaunee, and there's sorry? Yes, and then the Anishinaabe. So we just want to recognize that we are on their land, and luckily we can be in this beautiful space and just take up the space, but also we have to remember where this land came from and where we came from. So we just want to recognize that, and a moment of silence for the genocide against Indigenous people. So just a moment of silence. Okay, and then thank you everybody. So then we'll continue with our sponsors as well. And everything else.
So we have a contest going on. If you want to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, at Inspire.org, post a selfie or any photo during our event. Tag us with your photos using hashtag Inspire Table Read, and we'll announce some winners at the end of the day. Just wanted to let everyone know that we're filming and taking pictures of this event today. Pictures will be posted on our website and our social media. If you do have any concerns, please reach out to one of the volunteers. And the agenda for today, we're a bit behind schedule, but we're going to introduce our actors in a bit, and then we'll head right off to the table read. We'll have some bio breaks, and then we'll do some closing.
And yeah, so sorry, as this is the first in-person event, so we're a little bit behind, but we're fed. And then just so you know, between the scripts, we won't really have time for Q&As and everything. The actors will be making notes for the writers if they want notes after, and then we can kind of collaborate and talk between the breaks and everything too. Okay. Oh yes, about things Inspire.
So for those of you who don't know, Inspire is a registered nonprofit here in Ontario. Our main aim is to empower youth voices and improve youth literacy across the GTA and Canada. So we have a publishing platform for youth, which is inspire.org. And we have published about 800 works from about 400 youths across Canada and the US. So feel free to submit your work there if you do have any work that you want to submit. And we have programs like this, like Right to Discover, which Sergio can put the next slide. Okay. Oh, and yeah, here's our aims. So we have a dedicated platform, like I said, where we hope that we can engage a lot of youth through what we're doing, and we hope to increase youth input with decision and policymakers. And everyone here is part of the Right to Discover program, which is a program run by Inspire. And we've been running this for about 2-3 years now with funding from Toronto Art Council, Artreach, and Ontario Art Council. This is our screenwriting program. All the participants here have been in the program for 6 weeks. I think we've done 2 cohorts, one for high school students and one for university students and young professionals. And Janet Rose is our writer in residence, which is fairly new this year. And we're gonna keep doing our writer in residence program in the next 2 years.
Perfect. Okay, so then we'll just introduce the actors. Oh, I guess I should introduce myself too. So you all know me. I'm an actress and writer, originally from Edmonton, lived in Vancouver, based in Toronto now. Recently completed the CFC Actors Conservatory with these 2 lovely folks here. Yeah, just doing my thing and being a creator. So I hope that this program has helped you all find your voice and find your story. And that I will see you all in TV writing rooms or your movies on screen. And then, do you guys want to introduce yourself or me introduce you?
Yeah, you do.
No, introduce
Okay.
yourself. Yeah. You're actors.
Hi everyone, I'm Blessing. I am an actor. I also actually grew up in Edmonton and moved to Toronto for theater school. I went to what was formerly known as Ryerson, which is now TMU Theater School. I work in mostly film and TV, and I just completed the CFC Actors Conservatory as well. And yeah, so these are looking great. I'm super excited to read.
Hi, I'm Zara. I'm from Toronto. Also just completed the Actors Conservatory, the CFC Actors Conservatory. And these scripts are great. I'm very looking forward to just reading them and hearing them more out loud.
I'm Chai, like the tea, and I'm from Toronto as well, technically Mississauga, but close enough. I'm an actor in film, TV, and voiceover, and yeah, I'm very excited to be here today and read all your scripts. Bring it to life.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Prenier, but you can call me Alex. My pronouns are she and they. I am from Treaty 6, aka Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. No?
Yeah.
No one else?
We're in the same treaty. Edmonton's from Treaty 6.
Sorry, I'm so proud. I consider myself to be like a multi-dimensional artist, performing artist, acting, dancing, choreography, movement, whatever, and I'm just super excited to be here and to share with all of you and meet everybody.
Fun fact is, Alex and I, this is the first time we've met. We just followed each other on Instagram, and then she offered. So perfect, yeah.
Instagram.
Yes, exactly. Social networking. Okay, so we'll get started. The first script up is Kai Dao's, right? That's what I said. Okay, perfect. I should have asked, sorry. And this is called Unrequited. Oh, perfect. I didn't know we had slides. Okay, great. And I'm here listening. I'm just trying to set up a Zoom for someone to join, but we can get started.
Kitchen, morning. Cozy and accessible to every other part of the apartment. A mishmash of modern and rustic appliances, wood and marble countertops, half-clean stains, countless nicks. Sitting around the island counter is Sabrina, Jack, and Leonidas. Several suitcases pad the floor around them. Leonidas is a big teddy bear, huggable and strong. He's shoveling ramen into his mouth and talking on his phone.
Yeah, Dad, I'm all packed. Yes, Dad, Jack has all the ticket info. Hi, Taria, I love you too.
Sabrina gags. She's a runway model put together, but smudged around the edges like she couldn't care less. Her hand opens and closes to the beat of Leo's voice. Her other hand is buried within a baggie of teriyaki beef jerky. Jack slaps her hand, smiling. He is also effortlessly pretty, and just messed up enough to feel like a real person.
Be nice.
This is the 4th time his dad's called today.
I know, Mom. Yes, I'll come back home for Golden Week. I'll stay with Jack the whole time. Mom, I'm not that irresponsible. Trust me a little.
Tell her we'll only be gone a week.
Leonidas puts his phone away from his ear and taps the screen.
Okay, Mom, you're on speaker.
Hi, honey. I hope you're doing well. Did you get my email? I know Leo's been homesick from my cooking.
Mom, don't tell him that. He already knows. I'm eating your ramen right now.
Sabrina gags loudly. Jack elbows her sharply.
Morning, Miss Hungo. Just so you know, my bet on my brother and your son's wedding is sometime in the spring. With those chopped cherry blossoms, everyone's so obsessed with.
Leonidas' mother laughs while Leonidas flushes even redder.
Don't listen to Sad Mom. Jack and I won't be getting married. And especially not in the spring. Too cliche.
Just then, Jack's phone chirps with a notification. His face pales.
Leo, you're gonna have to take this on the road. We've gotta go. Zach, you wanna show the cat?
Sabrina shakes her snack. Leonidas hurriedly slurps down the remainder of his food and bids a hasty goodbye to his folks.
Hard pass. I don't want to see you two make heart eyes while you talk about your plans for Havana.
You mean you just wanna stay to eat all our food?
Same diff.
Jack rolls his eyes fondly. What follows is a chaotic scramble to gather bags and a mad dash to get to the door. Door clicks shut and... Airplane, first class, date. It's quiet for how no one speaks. It's all white noise. The clinking of wine glasses, the buzz of the engine, the shuffling of passengers as passengers stretch out their legs and arrange their seat set-up position to their liking. After adjusting his seat for the 6th time, Leonidas taps Jack's shoulder. Jack reaches up to remove one earbud.
For a family whose motto is I'll only ask for help if I'm actively dying, you are surprisingly all up in each other's business.
Gotta be aware when to call the ambulance.
Leonidas blinks.
Thanks for inviting me. So, are you heading to your cousin's bar? Karaoke club tonight?
Yeah, why? Got something else in mind?
It's your cousin. This is the one who can chug vodka straight instead of water?
Mm-hmm.
Silence. Jack rolls his head to see Leonidas picking his nails with his teeth. Jack frowns.
Listen, this is supposed to be a grand opening for money, so as long as you don't touch the specials, you'll remember where you put your underwear the next morning.
He laughs. Leonidas doesn't.
So, I know you're,
He nods meaningfully to the black ring on Jack's right middle finger.
Ace. You can say it, it's not a dirty word.
right, yeah, Ace. But are you, nothing at all? Or, I remember Sam mentioning that no one in your family was normal.
Normal. That's the word she used. Wow.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Forget it. We'll be learning soon, and if Mommy wants me to be the first one to track the new sound system, I need to rest.
Jack rolls back around, both earbuds in his eyes closed. Leonidas huffs and opens up his Facebook Messenger chat with Tara.
I fucked up. I really fucked up. This was supposed to be it. Havana's in Paris, but I can't take the teasing any longer. Tara's profile picture, one of a pink-haired witch. Oh, that's you.
Alright, his profile picture. One of a pink-haired witch pops up immediately with 3 dots on her head.
It's been 12 hours and you were asleep for 10 of them. Just, what did you say to him?
It's all coming out wrong. I'm saying all the wrong things. Please help Taria.
Listen, chill. It's Jack. Jack, the boy whose window you smashed that one time you wanted to be the rebellious teenager trying to sneak back home after a fun night out. Just take a deep breath. You know Jack. I know Jack. Even if he doesn't feel the same, he won't put away his life.
Can't. I'll do it first.
LMAO. Good night and good luck.
Taria's profile picture disappears and Leonidas clicks off his phone. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our descent. El Rio que Canta, night. El Rio que Canta has a western theme going on, with paneled saloon doors and horned skulls hanging off the walls. On the raised stage at the back, someone is strumming a banjo and wailing about their lost dog. There are people arguing around the pool table as a man loudly sings ball after ball. Clunk, clunk. Leonidas fiddles with his cuff and chain earring, looking around for someplace to sit.
You didn't have to come. You could have stayed at the hotel and I would have come to get you for dinner after.
Yeah, but I wanted to redeem myself to Mommy. Have Mommy's respect. Homie will have to stop mocking me.
Alright, if you're sure. And I'm going to put my name down. You go get settled. I'll see you in a bit. Don't have too much fun with me.
Almost immediately upon entering, a surly bartender is waving and hissing at Jack in Spanish. Leonidas watches Jack walk off. He looks around, shoves his way to take a seat at the bar counter next to an elderly gentleman. He hesitantly raises his glass to get the surly bartender's attention. The elderly gentleman, dressed in the same style as the bar, effortlessly flags down the bartender.
La usual, por favor, señorita. Vete a la mierda, viejo.
The elderly gentleman turns to Leonidas. He is smiling genially.
You really going to let that one go?
Are you talking to me?
Jack. Well, I'm talking about you and I'm talking about Jack. Shucks, kid, don't look so surprised. Monty's been raving about getting her cousin to sing in the new bar.
The smile fades.
Here's what you gotta do. Order El Canto Especial from Monty. You know which one is Monty?
Leonidas nods.
Good. So, go on up and order El Canto Especial. Got it? That'll loosen up your tongue. If Jack's anything like Monty, he'd appreciate you telling it to him straight.
I don't know. Jack's got a lot of secrets.
Well, how it feels about you sure ain't one. Kid's gone for you.
Leonidas looks down at his clasped hands. He starts waving violently.
Fine. Señorita, Moni, el canto especial, por favor.
Tu español es una mierda, Leonidas.
She rings a cowbell. Everyone cheers. She soon returns with an electric blue drink with a cherry on top and whipped cream and a nice ice cream bowl.
El canto especial, disfruta.
Leonidas downs the concoction with a grimace. Everyone cheers. Bar later. 4 more ice cream bowls line the bar beside Leonidas. He's shoveling nachos into his mouth and brightens like a puppy as Jack makes his way over.
Darling, hello. How was singing? Was it fun? We were gone for quite a while. Is there someone else you go to sing? I miss you.
Jack takes a seat and stacks the empty ice cream bowls.
When I said don't have too much fun without me, this is exactly what I meant.
Well, you were gone so long, it got lonely. And there's this nice guy who suggested I start drinking.
You listened to me advice for a stranger. Leo, what drink did you have? Must have been a good one.
Oh, it was. I had like 5. He called it El Canto Especial. I don't know what canto means, but come on, especial. I'm not dumb.
Canto means song. Wait, El Canto Especial? No, I didn't.
Jack shakes his friend, leaning in real close.
Leo, you didn't. Didn't I tell you not to order any of the stuff on the menu? All of the specialty drinks are like laced with ecstasy or ketamine or something.
Jack drags a stumbling Leonidas out into the street. It's cobbled and dark, the kind of place you'd expect to be mugged in.
What do you care? You're not my boyfriend, you're not my mother, you're just the boy who took pity on me for feeling guilty about being gay by letting me move in with you.
Silence. Then Jack is stalking forward, quietly and surely backing Leonidas against the wall. Leonidas goes.
I'm only a friend to you.
Leo, you can't.
Leonidas pushes Jack back.
Can't? What can't I? Can't confess? Can't admit to your face that I fucking love you?
Leo, you really thought,
Jack stumbles back, wide-eyed.
oh my god. My sister was right. Fuck, of course she was. Outside eyes and all that.
Jack laughs. It's the sound of a man whose entire world has come crashing down around him. Leonidas only hesitates for a second before wrapping his arms around Jack. Jack only hesitates for a second before leaning into the hug.
God, Leo, I'm so sorry. I should have known better. Your families just always say, I love you, and that I want to tend, and I wanted him to tune it out.
No, stop. What are you saying? Don't get my hopes up, please.
Jack squeezes Leonidas' waist.
You weren't ready to tell your parents when I asked you to move in with me. I knew that. I respected that. I didn't need you to say the words. I knew.
Leonidas pulls away and pinches Jack's side.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I've been obsessing about this for months and you just knew this entire time?
Jack smiles sheepishly.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Leonidas laughs and pulls away, keeping hold of Jack's hand as he tugs him down the street. At the mouth of the alley, he stops.
Wait. I want to do this right. I might just forget this all happened tomorrow morning or think it was a dream or...
Here.
Jack removes his black ring and slips it onto Leonidas' right middle finger. Leonidas stares.
Wait. We just got together, like, both of us are aware this time? I haven't got one for you.
That's okay. I know. And that's not for me.
But it's not up for me. Wait, hold on.
Leonidas fumbles, taking out his chain and cuff earring. Jack smiles and takes it from him.
Here. Put this in. This way, we won't have to tell anyone. They'll just know.
Fade to black.
Great job. Like from reading from the first time, like, oh my gosh. I'll talk to you later about it, but you did a really great rewrite. Okay, thank you, actors and everybody. Our next script is Ayana Farooq's, right? Or is it Nella? Oh, sorry, Nellie and Emma by Dora Xu. Yeah, I'm not going to read that out. We're just going to let the actors get into it. But if you guys could speak up just a bit louder, just because the fan. We're figuring out the AC. So. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Yeah, go.
All right. High school hallway with lockers. Emma, 14, walks down the hallways and stops at her locker. Nellie, also 14, with a backpack over her shoulder, walks next to her.
Well, you want to come over to my house again? Last night was really fun.
Emma opens her locker, shoves her books inside, and grabs her lunch bag. Nellie leans against the locker, waiting.
Yeah, it was, but that movie marathon made me forget all about the lab report due today. I had to wake up an hour early to cram it. Did you finish yours?
Emma rolls her eyes and closes her locker. The two best friends walk down the hall towards the cafeteria.
I totally forgot about it too. Can I just copy some of yours?
But Miss Riley might catch us again like she did last week. It was a really bad way to start off my career.
Oh, come on. I'll just reword it better this time so she doesn't notice.
They turn the corner into the cafeteria. They sit at a table in a crowded room. Nellie opens her container of fried rice while Emma pulls out a sandwich out of a brown paper bag.
If you keep doing this, you'll have trouble making it to medical school. I won't be there for you to copy off of.
Well, that's more of my dad's dream for me anyways. So, your lab report?
Nellie takes a binder out of her bag and hands a stack of papers to Emma, who begins flipping through the pages with one hand and writing in her notebook with the other. Busy classroom with rows of desks. 4 years later, Emma, now 18, walks empty-handed into the classroom. Nellie, also 18, carries a backpack and walks next to her. They sit next to each other in the back row.
I can't wait for this to be over. You finished packing for tomorrow's trip yet?
Not yet, but maybe after school you can come over and help.
Yeah, for sure. Also, why are we even here today? We might not even do anything.
You are 2 months away from college, and it's crucial that you retain your knowledge. Let's have a little quiz and see how much you all remember.
Miss Riley enters the classroom holding a stack of review papers. She begins handing them out to the class. Emma rolls her eyes and looks out the window as Nellie reads the handout.
So, did you end up telling your dad about studying architecture instead?
It didn't go well. Guess I'm stuck with pre-med for now. Maybe if I fail badly enough, he'll let me switch.
Okay, well, don't be too much of a party foul next year. Your grades are already bad enough.
Hey, we can't all be straight A students like you.
The next evening, a dark forest. Nellie and Emma try to swat away the flies in front of them while walking on the paths, looking lost. With the sky darkening to near black, they have trouble navigating the forest.
This camping trip has been horrible so far. First, our parents can't even put up the tent, and now we get lost trying to get back from the bathrooms.
Oh, come on. At least we get to go swimming later. Who knows how busy we'll be after college starts.
That's 2 months away. We don't need to worry about that now.
Yeah, I guess we should enjoy the time we have together now. Me in Toronto and you all the way in Quebec. We might not see each other like that often. Besides, I actually like camping.
Emma glares, scratching her mosquito bites. Nellie puts an arm around her and smiles.
Well, there's no one else I'd rather be eaten alive by mosquitoes with. Also, I think we're walking in circles at this point. I swear we saw that tree already.
Yeah, we're definitely lost.
Now August, the last day of summer, in Nellie's room. Nellie pulls tape across a box while Emma helps pack clothes into another. They are sitting on the ground packing Nellie's things for college.
I probably shouldn't have left packing the last day.
You think you'll make it in time for move-in day tomorrow?
Maybe. I guess there's really no choice. How are you feeling about the 9-hour drive to Quebec?
Emma falls back into bed, staring at the ceiling.
Don't even mention it. Although it was me who wanted to go somewhere far. I was hoping for a plane ticket instead, though.
Nellie stacks the box aside and starts to take another.
I wish you were staying in New York with me. We could have lived together.
I want to get away from home, remember? I'll finally get to make some of my own decisions and feel like an adult.
Nellie suddenly stops and looks up at Emma.
Hey, will I still be your only friend? Just the two of us, like always.
Don't you think we should try and branch out a bit? Meet some new people?
The last time we did that, Madeline almost split us apart. I don't want something like that to happen again.
Yeah, but maybe this time it will be different. It's not like we're in middle school anymore. Why don't you try meeting new people too?
I don't think I'll ever meet someone who understands me the way you do, though. You know how I feel about new crowds.
Emma sits up on the bed looking frustrated.
Oh, yeah. Well, I kind of like new crowds. You can't just try and keep me all to yourself like this forever.
She gets up and moves to the door.
I'm gonna go home and get ready for the long drive tomorrow. We're almost done packing anyways.
Nellie, still on the ground after Emma leaves, keeps staring at the empty doorway. 3 months later, now November, Nellie sits in front of a desk talking to Emma on the phone. She doodles in a notebook as she talks to Emma.
What do you mean you can't come to my birthday party? Emma, you come every year.
I know, but I already made plans with some classmates. There's this really cool concert I already bought tickets for, and I thought you would have your party on Saturday, not on Friday.
But my birthday is on Friday. I don't like celebrating late.
It makes more sense for the party to be on the weekend, though. I'm sorry, Nellie. I really can't make it, but maybe I can come see you during winter vacation.
Nellie closes her notebook and starts pacing the room.
I can't believe you're doing this right now. You promised me we'd stay close even if you aren't at the same college. You don't answer my calls or my text messages every day like before.
Emma's apartment continues. Emma's phone is on speaker as she does her makeup at a table. Her hair is curled and dyed brown.
I'm just busier these days.
If you're busy, then why do I see you post on Instagram every day? Wouldn't you see my messages since you're already on the app?
I didn't know you would be this picky about things. If I did, I probably wouldn't have made that promise.
Nellie's dorm continues. Nellie lies on her bed, staring at the ceiling.
Then maybe it's time to come see new friends then. Although, it seems like you already started to do that.
Nellie's living room, the party. The guests have left the party. Nellie and her mom are cleaning the living room. Mom wipes the table and turns to look at Nellie, who is holding a trash bag and picking up used cups from the ground.
I know you're disappointed Emma didn't come, but it was still a pretty great birthday party, right?
Yeah, guys. It's not that big of a deal, it's just that I thought the two of us would always be together.
People grow and change. On the bright side, you can branch out now, you can make better friends. Now is your chance to get to know more people.
Do you think I should try to reach out to her? We haven't spoken in a month. We used to talk every
What's your call, honey?
6 months later, May, art gallery. Nellie stands in front of a painting, looking up at it. Across the room, Emma stands with a group of classmates. Nellie turns around and spots Emma in the crowd. Emma notices her, and they make eye contact for a moment. Then, Nellie slowly walks towards her.
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah. Is your school year over too? I haven't seen you since September.
We've been busy, guys.
If I remember clearly, I think you were the one who was too busy.
Emma stares at Nellie, then looks down and back at the group she was with.
Who are they? Are your friends?
No, they're just classmates from my architecture class. I changed majors, actually.
Wow. You finally convinced you that's what you got out of medicine. When did that happen?
A lot has happened, actually.
Emma tries to give Nellie a smile. Nellie stares at her and then back at the painting.
I should get going.
Yeah. See you around, I guess.
Nellie turns and walks to a different room in the art gallery, trying to act normal. She blinks several times, trying not to cry as she thinks about how much better things used to be with Emma. Moments later, at a bus stop. Emma and her classmates are waiting at a bus stop. The bus is approaching and everyone prepares to board. Nellie is further down the road, about to enter a bubble tea shop. Emma turns and sees her.
Nellie! Wait,
She runs to Nellie and they stand looking at each other. For a moment, no one speaks.
do you want to try being friends again? I know we haven't talked in a while, but maybe.
Well, maybe if you're more loyal this time. I was beginning to feel like some backup friend for when everyone else was busy.
And only if you're less controlling. I felt like you kept trying to keep me all to yourself.
Yeah, sorry about that. I only realize now that I put too much pressure on the relationship. And I didn't ever feel that way. I guess we have a lot of catching up to do.
Me too, Ned. Me too.
The two friends hug in front of the shop while pedestrians stream by in a blur.
We weren't sure what to do at first. I went home, and then she went home. I realized people drift apart sometimes. That's okay. But we worked it out, and I'm happy she came back to me.
The end.
Great job, Dora. Everyone, that was Nellie and Emma by Dora. And sorry, just try to get your voices to the back here. Thank you. Just a little hard to hear. Okay, so we have our next script is Earth Star by Ayana Farooq. Okay, perfect. It's up here. This one's very poetic, so we're in for a little treat. Yeah. Okay.
Starry night sky. A young girl, Amaya, 6, lays on a patch of grass near the river next to her grandmother, Rania. They look up at the starry sky and share a container of flavorful samosas. Amaya's tiny fingers reach for her grandmother's hands.
Your small, warm hands hold my heart. You are my universe. No star in the galaxy above can ever shine as brightly as you. So why reach for my hand? It is the only part of me that is not wrapped in your tiny fingers.
Anise and Amaya explode with laughter. Amaya's face suddenly sparks with ambition as she looks somberly to her grandmother.
Grandma, I want to go meet the stars, to bask in their soft glow, to be dressed in fire, to float above stormy clouds, above the soil and toil of earth, asking why none of my wishes come true.
Anise's eyes begin to moisten.
Stand on my weathered shoulders. Grapple onto my gnarled limbs like they are the welcoming branches of mango trees. I will stretch until I touch the sky, so you can reach the stars no matter how high you climb. Remember my earthly scent. Remember your shriveled grandma, your roots, and they will keep you grounded.
Amaya clambers into Anise's arms and jumps upwards. Suddenly, Anise dissolves into starlight and a constellation forms out of her figure. The pristine night sky blurs into an immersive, impressionist painting. The stars forming Anise's face begin to talk.
Thrive in the darkest nights, living alongside hatred and pain, hanging limply in the sky. like swarms of pests, impossible to eradicate, forever burrowing in your nightmares. Our light shining and smirking, while you have lost a piece of your heart. We, the thieves of night, kidnapped your grandma, our fiery gases only leaving ashes as a trace of her time on earth.
Maya shivers. Star falls. Hospital room. They sit in a dimly lit room with blue and white tiles. 7 years have passed since that day on the riverbank. Teenager Maya holds Anissa's elderly shaking hand. Anissa smiles and moves her hand.
These last few years, you have become the golden, vibrant mango tree which supports me. Your fruit sweetens my life, even when disease has taken my taste, and when the world bitter and made the world bitter. I can always lean on your sturdy trunk. Your emerald leaves shelter me from any rain. I am proud of this life, my life, the way I shone like the brightest stars, instead of dimming my light, just to prolong my years. Most of all, I am proud of you, of seeing you go from a tiny seed to a tree dressed in flowers. Amaya, let go of my hand. It is your turn to let me drift with the stars.
Light exits her eyes. Amaya looks at a Ziploc bag filled with her grandma's still warm, just made samosas. They sit on Anissa's bedside table. A sticky note reads, "For Amaya, savor the flavor and the memories we share together." The samosas begin to look as sharp as blades.
Devour us like you devoured Grandma. Sucking out the spikes from her skin, hacking away at her life until her heart became minced meat. You wore her out, shoved your youth in her face, made her skin crumble like our thin outer pastries. You are to blame for her death. Let our contents invade your stomach and forever plague it with guilt.
The colors blur together in an oil painting, and the samosas attack Amaya. They begin to puncture her skin over and over. The colors become clearer, and we see the samosas peacefully resting on the bedside table. Amaya holds a doctor's scalpel that is digging into her punctured skin. She realizes that she was harming herself.
Why does the world hate me so much?
Because now you hate us back.
Graveyard day. The sky, the earth, and the grass are all gray. It is 5 years since Anissa's death. Maya stands before her grandmother's gravestone with a shovel in hand. She painstakingly heaves mounds of dirt in order to reach her grandmother's coffin. Her face is set with grim determination.
Is it possible to have gone farther from the stars? I have gone lower than dirt, but I must unbury the deep emotions I have hidden from myself. I must see her. I must ruffle my fingers through her silky hair. I must hear her infectious laugh. I must feel warm in her embrace just one more time.
Every flower in the graveyard wilts below towards Amaya. Amaya has reached her grandmother's coffin. She's about to open the lid when a petal falls out to block her path. Cherry petals fall like teardrops. The entire meadow mourns. Petals scatter across Anissa's coffin until they look like stars in the midnight sky. A realization dawns on Amaya's face.
There are still stars left on Earth that I was blind to before. Only in harsh rain can these twilight flowers grow. I will grow out of dirt and tears. I will scatter all the love she gave me into the world. Like stars against the night, I will live my life. Like the most glorious flowers. Pack myself with every color. Live with vibrancy, unafraid of death. Carrying my grandma in my roots, but not allowing grief to anchor me down.
Amaya starts to rise against the dirt. She almost glimpses the sun, but viscous talons push her back down. She comes head to head with grief, a vulture.
I have drowned the mighty Hercules, strangled rich kings, choked the throat of billions. With all the words they never said, I feed off death and weakness. Once my talons grip you, there is no escaping. I will never let you go.
Stars grow brighter with darkness. Watch as my flames destroy you.
Flames shoot from Amaya's palm and grief flies far into the sky, never gone, kept at bay. A wrinkled Amaya holds hands with her granddaughter, a small girl with hair in a messy braid. They watch the stars together. The granddaughter reaches for Amaya's hand.
Great job, Ayana. Again, the Earth Star, and then great job, actors. Next, we have Amna's. There we go, Amna. Amna, Alhem, Alvi. Excerpts from file number 4850. This one's going to be fun. It's like a interrogation room with lots of characters, so you're in for a ride.
The Records Room, Police Department. Officer Terry Reeds paces, a file in his hand. He reads the contents of the summary out loud in order to understand his next case.
The comatose Roxana Patel was found washed ashore late last night after a gathering of her and 3 of her friends, Jana Tuman, Arya Hijaz, and Tian Garwis, at Lakeview Park Beach. Police investigation has marked all 3 of them as suspects, and an officer will conduct the interrogation with the teenagers. The following file is to record a transcription of each interrogation, which comes from the video evidence of room 315. And part of this document will be falsely recorded.
Room 315, interrogation room, in the morning. Officer Terry Reeds and suspect are seated. A silver table separating them. Jana seems to be responding regularly, but nothing she says is relevant.
What were you doing at the beach so late?
You know, asking the question again isn't gonna change my answer. I'm not a snitch, officer.
Why were you at the beach with the victim? Did you coerce her?
It wasn't like I threatened her, just gave her a little incentive.
You threatened her. Do you know this is an illegal offense?
I just shut off her TV and practically dragged her from her bed. That's not offensive. That's just common sense.
Or was she doing, what she was doing wasn't any of your business, but you interfered?
Of course it was. She'd been moping for ages and hadn't seen us in so long. She's my friend, you know.
She was your friend.
Excuse me, officer? You might suspect I hurt her, but when she wakes up, we'll still be friends.
What did you do? What did you all do at the beach?
We danced naked under the moonlight and summoned the devil himself, of course. Root loves rituals.
You summoned a demon.
A devil, not some lowly demon.
Okay, so it was a devil. And your parents weren't worried about these rituals? What about her parents?
Her parents never say anything about where she goes. It doesn't matter.
You don't think they should be worried about satanic rituals?
You didn't really think we were naked and dancing for some stupid demon, did you?
I thought it was a devil. Are you lying? Have you always been lying? What are you doing at the beach? What were you doing at the beach?
Riding a shark, playing truth or dare, howling like wolves, one of the above.
You won't answer, will you? You won't tell me anything.
Oh, I've told you a lot of things.
What's the truth?
Room 315, interrogation room, in the afternoon. Suspect sits with his back against the wall, feet shaking underneath the silver table. Officer Reed stands, his body language agitated as he paces the room, systematically turning towards Tian. He seems to be having trouble responding and his arms are folded.
How'd you get to the beach? Why were you there? What happened on the beach? What were you all doing? What was the victim doing there? How did she end up in the water? What happened? Tell me what happened, damn it!
I know my rights. I'm not saying anything unless it's to my lawyer.
You don't even have a lawyer. You're only 17.
All the more reason not to trust you. Who knows what you've done? Well, who knows what you've done to Jana or what she said?
Are you afraid she'll expose you? Tell me the truth.
Stop trying to gaslight me. Jana makes me want to kill myself half the time. She's that annoying. Bet you know you do.
A murder threat or a confession?
It's an expression, for goodness sake. You've no sense of humor.
What about the victim's parents?
Brooke's parents? No way, they hurt her?
No, I'm asking about them. What did they say when the victim went to the beach with you and your group?
What about it? Why would they care?
They don't seem to like that they don't seem like they were ever worried about the victim, were they? Did they abuse her?
They never raise a hand on her. Stop trying to get them in trouble.
Maybe not. They sure sound like absent parents.
They're worried about her, same as we are. Don't you have any shame, officer?
Did you play truth or dare on that beach? Did you dare her to do something?
What?
Is that why she left you all there? And you went home without her, didn't you? Did you even bother looking for her?
Of course we did. After our fight on the cliffs and the dare, she never returned and we thought she went home.
Fight? What fight? What dare?
Nothing, never mind.
A fight, huh? Okay, so do you know how seriously a person can get injured with a fight on the cliffs? A little push, do you know what that can do?
I didn't push her. She did her dare. Afterwards, we thought she was angry. We thought she went home.
But she never reached home. You see, her unconscious body was washed up ashore later that night. So what happened? What happened on the beach?
Room 315, interrogation room in the evening. Suspect has a sad expression on her face, borderline breakdown. She is shaking slightly and curls her fingers into tight fists regularly, nails denting her skin. Officer is quieter, his body language mild and calm. He seems to be gesturing slightly, but Aria is having none of it. He has a satisfied look on his face.
How was the victim's behavior these past few months? I saw her grades seem to be slipping.
So, what if she wasn't getting the best grades?
Was she still acting like herself? Was she being erratic?
She might have gotten quieter, numb almost, maybe angry sometimes. Like really angry, but that doesn't mean anything. She was fine afterwards.
Well, how about her behavior with you and your friends?
You mean when she was being a bit rude sometimes? Or when she would skip hanging out with us for no reason?
Were you angry?
That's why we went to the beach, why we dragged her there. We just wanted to talk.
Well, what happened on that beach?
Haven't you asked this question already?
I'm asking you.
I didn't hurt her, you know? I would never hurt her.
That's for me to decide. What did you do on that beach?
What do we do at the beach? We did what anyone else does. We ate food, went for a swim, played games, went home. What else?
What about the satanic rituals?
Satanic rituals? You mean like in Supernatural, the TV show?
Never mind. Give me some more details. You said you played games like Truth or Dare.
I had told them not to play, especially the dare they gave her, almost like a taunt.
What about the dare? What was it?
The dare? Oh, just to jump off the cliff. We usually go cliff diving during the summers, but it was night. She didn't want to do it, but the others forced her.
Forced her how? Did they push her? Did they hurt her?
What? No, she did it herself. I mean, Tan and her fought, and then he sort of told her not to chicken out, and then she did it.
Was he aggressive?
He wasn't even the one who gave her the dare. That was Jaina.
Don't be childish and tell me the truth. No one cares about Dare. She's in a coma. But don't you understand a girl was hurt?
You think we don't know? We know better than you.
Room 315, interrogation room later. The officer is sitting calmly and the victim is sitting in front of him. Roxana has woken up from her coma and now it's time for her side of the story. She looks bored of the conversation already and it hasn't even started.
Have you recovered enough to remember the events, what happened on that beach?
Oh, fine. You don't need to trouble yourself with me, officer.
That's my job. Now, can you please tell me what happened on the beach?
Lots of things happened. There was this one shell I found, almost totally white after I washed it.
Did you get hurt? You were in a coma for days.
Pain is harder to feel when you're unconscious, don't you think?
It doesn't matter whether you felt it or not. A crime is being committed against you. You were hurt and unconscious, and someone is responsible.
And you think it was one of my friends, don't you?
Well, they were with you that night, weren't they? And they haven't shown themselves to be exactly innocent.
So, which one do you think did it? My bet is that your main suspect is either Jaina or Tian, depending on which one of them is feeling more bothersome.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's classified information.
I'm afraid my answer is also classified.
I'm trying to help you, Miss Patel. You were injured and are not thinking straight.
That might be the drugs in my system. Don't worry though, I'm used to it. It's nice to be a little lightheaded, especially at the beach. The air is so nice, and you can hear the waves too.
You been doing drugs? They made you do drugs?
The thing is, you don't seem to understand what happened.
Then tell me. Tell me what happened. The dare, the fight, the drugs. Who committed the crime?
The truth is, I took the drugs, I started the game, the dare, I started the damn fight too. Don't you get it? It was me. All along.
This makes sense. You're hiding something.
It's all about perspective though, isn't it? We didn't contradict each other, we told you the truth. Just our version of it.
Of course it contradicts. Everything is contradicting. You're hiding something.
I think I've said everything I needed to say to you, officer. We're done here.
The end.
Just Malcolm here, you can grab her. Yeah. Okay, amazing. So as you can see, all the writers have different voices, so many different stories. So it's such a treat getting to teach and read your scripts. We're gonna have a little bio break, and believe it or not, we're actually on time, even though it's sort of late. Yeah, I know. So we'll have about 5-10 minutes. There's coffee, water, and then we'll get to Marcus Says is next. And just a quick question for people who saw me on Zoom: who thought I would be taller or shorter?
Oh, I thought you would be taller.
Yeah, right? Or am I the height people think?
You're the height.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I just thought it was a fun question.
I thought meeting your
Oh, look, it's a big building. Yeah, but she's
No.
Thank you.
Taller.
Yeah, but I seem
I have a tall personality.
Energetic, yes, energetic.
You thought I'd be taller? Yeah.
You so sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, yeah.
I'm a Cancer. It's pretty easy when you're an actor, right?
I
Make it work for
realize
you.
that, but they really heard Exorcism Academy.
Good pairing.
If you feel like it. Yeah. Because the next script is like pretty wild, and then her script is actually very adult. So it's okay.
Oh, mine is so adult.
Yeah. I'll do a little trigger warning. So yeah. Especially for yours.
warning.
For yours, I will. If you want to do it, or do you want me to do it? Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I know. I was like, maybe I'll just do that just in case. No. Well, my rising is a Leo. Yeah. I'm a Taurus.
Police officer was listening.
Yeah. Okay.
She's already like shaking.
It's great, right? Okay, I'll do that for sure. I'll do that for sure.
Yes.
Do you know what my credit card is?
Oh, I have it.
You have it?
Yes.
Great.
Sorry. And then can someone get Malcolm? Oh, Malcolm, hi.
Yes.
There. And then I just got. Yeah, that's a receipt for the. I just bought some granola bars. So, Malcolm, hi. I'm so glad you made it. Do you want to hug? Are you okay with hugs? Yeah. Okay. Oh, good to meet you. You're tall. Hi. Are you Malcolm's parents?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So exciting. Your script. There's your script. I put it later because I knew you'd be late, but we're just here now, so you just made it in time. Oh wait, you're fasting today, so but there's water. But yeah. Sorry. Oh really? Oh, that's hard. Okay.
Driving in the car for 45 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
We have to figure out the parking.
We have a parking problem.
yeah. I don't know what I did a straight car. Or did you like
I've already done ground parking.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to be equal? They're so close.
Back down.
Okay, yeah, so someone will have to let you in, but we'll let you make sure. Yeah, because I don't really know the parking situation.
But I thought they take debit.
But here's the program. Yes, so make yourselves comfortable if sit here, but let me double check. Yeah, unless there's extra. Oh, are these two seats taken, Amna? No? Oh, you can sit right here. And it's so good to meet you. And I'm so glad you could make it too. And Ayana. So yeah, have those two seats there.
Do you want to sit here because you're personally on here?
Okay. I was gonna switch you guys. For Marcus says I was gonna switch Alex. Alex, are you gonna narrating the next one? Because I think yeah, I guess that would be better. Or if that's okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, you guys caught on to it. Perfect. Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I tried.
No, we're like jumping in it.
You guys are great.
You just have to, you can have time.
Yeah, we're actually gonna yeah. But bathrooms, coffee, yes. Oh yeah, got it. Yeah, got it. Yeah. There's a lot of lingo in this, and then this one's gonna have a trigger warning, and then I'm also gonna get yeah, those ones, like you know, those like
Augustine has one. I need
oh my god. And then this one, I'm gonna get Michaela to help with some of the pronunciation too. It's a Tagalog, so it's pretty phonetic. Like you just sound.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. For that one, token Asians, yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get?
No, because it's easy.
Yeah. There's a few that just got uploaded.
I got Sergio and Tristan to get some coffee.
I had them take tremendous effort
Oh,
to say the
perfect.
word effortlessly, which was quite ironic.
I don't know if you saw my Slack, but we're actually.
I don't have
No,
access
you're
to
doing
Slack.
great. There's a lot of,
I'm on my phone, but I don't have anything.
Oh, okay, great. Well,
like, it's narrating art.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, so 5 minutes and then we'll just get everyone out.
It's hard to do without.
Yeah, and this is just
Just
like
reading
my friend's
straight.
experience subjector slash my employer.
Yeah.
Contract.
Yeah. You don't want to give that.
Oh, you got coffee, okay.
Yeah.
So it's
And
like
then
we're
Sergio
just like.
mentioned.
Oh, I know, I'm gonna bring them up actually after this break,
Right,
just to make sure everyone gets a
Yeah.
little. Yeah, because I should have done like my.
I like the teacher. But I
Hey,
So you basically
We know.
I think we have a woman.
Just so we know.
Yeah, exactly.
You need where's the parking?
Yeah, I know, we both go downstairs.
Is this green?
No, it's not even green pea, I wish, because we haven't had.
I'm the only one that has.
Okay, great, thank you, okay.
Hopes and
It's on Airbnb.
I even put in
Is
two
Derek-
dollars.
I guess we can just do, yeah.
Do we want to just like? So I, you know, ref level right for me, but it could be low for anyone else. Or we get Janet to read.
I never wanted to, I know what these are, but I never knew it.
And there's like a countdown to it, but every time you hit it, then there's like an explosion. So I'm sure where she does it, she does like time attack. So after a certain amount of it, it's they use the
I'll see if we're gonna either post them or we might create like a file.
it's on the
Go by. Yeah, channel, yeah. Exactly.
It's like, I get a bit of, like, why, I'm so I'm so sorry, yeah, yeah.
other questions about the Tagalog. I
Oh, yeah.
forgot that I left it in the structure. I didn't even send it. Like, they don't have
Yeah, I guess so. I am doctor, father, and then
Okay, so Sam is built on, he's built on study, so his attack more damage was me.
Yeah, Luke's kind of fine.
The black stuns, so she's on second tactic speed up.
They're just either I'm Naya and the other, so
Oh, it's very last one.
oh yeah, so like
I don't know.
Mary Jane.
For the morning.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
No. It's all good. It's all good. It wouldn't sound like a real doctor if you didn't just suddenly drop medication. So Ketiapine? Tiapine.
If anything, you stumble through it.
I think you and be like forever. You're like I'm a real.
Yeah.
Really?
She's like a little bit. Like a half hour.
Yeah. Still, like it's good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we're recording.
Perfect.
So I was being Mexican so that's why I was like, whatever this is. Perfect. My husband is a Argentinian, so I like that. Right now you're wrong. But I don't know how to read that. Everyone died because of the enemy. I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah.
I just level up.
I believe so.
I don't know if it's running. Because when I was scheduled this morning, I was on training. I'm not sure. I feel like it's something.
I'm going to take university and
We'll get started in about 2 minutes for everybody, 2 to 3 minutes, and just make sure you have your drinks, bio break.
my dad used to be really easily transition into sound for concerts. And then he went to school for 2 years. So yeah, he feels good. It's like he's out there in
It's like chemical and it's also
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to Yeah.
It sounds so without it. Like there's some words that
Yeah. I know, it's like this one is like, no, I just want to tell you. Always, yeah.
Yeah, that's Canadian film.
That's not, so that's different from the film.
Yeah. It's located like North York. It's like Jen and Rogers did, so that's what she was writing.
Oh yeah,
Writing.
so hard.
Writing.
Thank you.
Are you like, how are you affiliated? Oh, just like, oh, yeah.
Did she write one of the?
Yeah.
Which one did she write? Oh.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's great. So sweet. Yeah.
Oh, it's not done. It's, I mean, I think we're also working on like
Yeah, no,
so we're
it's
just
not what I
making
expected.
snap decisions on like
Kind of, like, a lot of them like slice of life stuff, but yeah, no, they're pretty varied. They're really, and even the ones that are like slice of life things are very interesting.
Yeah. Like the last one, like we don't have
The police officer.
great.
When I saw that being cast in this picture, I was like, yes. Well, Marcus is gonna.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna get started in a quick second here.
No, probably the next break. I feel like most are gonna be late.
I just planning to put it she's very good.
Wait, we have to decide amongst ourselves.
Oh, that one, wait, which one? Yeah, sorry, she's coming up.
In before the next break.
Is it? I didn't do the break, so do you guys wanna figure that out now, or?
We can take that.
Yeah, do you wanna switch? Because I was just like, oh, this is good, like, it's just like one area and one character that speaks a lot, so I was gonna see how you guys felt about how you all felt.
She wanted to be the officer.
Okay, perfect. Actually, it's good. What? Yeah, that's the thing. So if anyone wants a break, so like,
Alright, we got it.
yeah, you're good? Okay.
We're good. You're officer.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if Frank is.
It's okay. Oh crap. And he doesn't have his phone on now. But then yeah.
Is that your line?
That's okay. We can start and then you can get it on. I'll see the description.
No, but
Okay, so all right, we'll get started, everyone. Is it recording?
It's yeah, it's recording. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we'll get started. I'm really sorry about the AC. It's not working for some reason. So we can switch the fan over there. Is everyone doing okay? Like we're thinking of moving outside, but that might take a few minutes. So maybe we'll take the next break and see how everyone feels.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then just make sure you get some air and everything. We can't get the computer on, so I'm just gonna introduce the next script. And then we'll get started. Oh, but before that, sorry, it was also my bad. I just wanted to introduce the writers of the last script. So Kai, if you could stand up. So I'm the writer, all know each other and you can compliment their amazing writing. And Dora, if you want to stand up for Nellie and Emma. And then Ayana for Earth Star. And then Amna, Alvi, who did an excerpt from file for Okay, so we'll get started with Marcus Says, a comedy/drama by Ahmed Jama. So if you want to stand up, Ahmed. So anything a news reporter says becomes true. And we will get started with our amazing cast.
Interior newsroom day. Marcus, 31, tall, is a news reporter for CP24. He has a cup of coffee. He has a cup of coffee in his hand and is alert and smiling. His shift starts in 10 minutes. He sees his coworker, Becky, 28, sitting at a news desk and begins chatting with her.
Good morning, Becky. You seem extra annoying this morning.
Marcus, I can smell your stank ass coffee breath from here.
Well, you're gonna be smelling it all morning, so get